my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting down with Roberto Cabelli from Giochi.
Hello.
And hello! And
hello,
you brought
everybody.
us 13 clues.
Yes, just released it here at the SPIEL. So it's a deduction game for 2 to 6 players, age 8 and up. It plays about 30 minutes, so it's a very simple deduction game, yet it has a couple of brilliant ideas in it, so stick with us.
Well, take us through the brilliance.
Right. The game is played, there is a deck of cards. Each player will receive on his card stand, always one person, one place, and one weapon, which constitutes his mystery case. You don't see these cards. The goal of each player is to guess correctly which cards lie in front of him. Additionally,
I was going to say, in setting this up, I actually haven't seen these cards in front of me. So in this example,
set up again. Behind your screen, you have 2 additional cards. If you can see that, okay, that only you can see instead here. And what you have, of course, is a secret folder with a casebook page, notebook page. I don't know how to say that in English.
Yeah, notebook page.
Okay, where you can rule out all the things that you see, and actually also depending on the number of players, maybe you don't use certain colors. Which, by the way, leads me to why the game is called 13 Clues. Well, regardless of the number of players, once you rule everything out at the beginning of the game, either depending on the number of players or with ruling out everything that you see, you will always be left with 13 space here. And you need to understand which are your 3 cards among these 13. All right.
Yeah, the 3 in the front that you can't
Exactly the 3 in front of you. So what do you do on your turn? Of course, some leftover cards will be put here depending on the number of players. On your turn, you have some magnifying glasses, maybe, well, just one at the beginning, you might have more. You spend all of them, and for each of them, you get to do one of these 3 actions. Okay, first thing you can do is give the token to another player and ask him a question. For example, how many red cards do you see? And he will answer truly, of course, keeping it in account everything that he sees. So all the cards that he sees on our stuff, but also the 2 that are behind his screen, which of course you have no idea what they are. The second thing you can do, or other question you can ask, how many weapons do you see? Each card, person, location, and weapon has also 2 subcategory, so to say. Person can be male or female, places can be indoor or outdoor, and weapons may be ranged or up close. So you might ask one of these things, including the color of the cards, like how many yellow cards you see. But you cannot just ask anything, so it's guided. You don't ask how many skirts do you see or whatever. All right, so the second thing you can do by spending a token, you give it to the player who has the fewest, is look at one of the card here on the secret informant board. So you look at it, secretly, and then you put it back. So you will have something to rule out. And the third thing you can do is, again, give the token to the player who has the fewest and just try to guess your mystery case. You will say a person, a location, and a weapon. And if you're correct, the other players tell you, and yeah, you win. If not, which is actually one of the most fun part of the game, they just tell you, no. And so you keep on playing. Unlikely most deduction games where there is only one mystery case to solve, when you shout out your solution, if you're not correct, if you're wrong, you can keep on playing because, you know, these cards are still in front of you and you are just wrong and you have other guesses. You are allowed to make other guesses or keep on playing anyway. And that's it. The first one who solves his mystery case will be the winner. It usually takes about 30 minutes.
And you also, you had mentioned in the beginning, so this does play up to 6.
Right, it works perfectly with any number of players, 2 to 6, because of the preparation. You remove some cards away. As I mentioned again, your goal, regardless of the number of players, will be to find out the 3 cards among 13.
Right.
So that's the 13 clues. That's what where the name is from.
I'm a huge fan of deduction games.
All right.
This one is really whetting my appetite, and thank you so much for letting us take a look.
Thank you very much for allowing me to demo the game.